Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Chris Martin. I have helped created this thing called Lifeway Social, and you're receiving this email, inaugural Lifeway Social Insiders email. If you have subscribed to Lifeway Social, or you're an author I've worked with in the past, or and am currently working with, or maybe you work at Lifeway and we've talked about how you can kind of receive the videos or emails or other blog content I may be creating for Lifeway Social. So welcome to the Lifeway Social Insider email. As I've said in the intro above, this is the truer and better content made simple email that I've been sending for a few months now. And so my hope is to every week, as I'm emailing this on Friday mornings, hopefully around 11 a.m. Central Time, is to provide a video like this that might be elaborating on something else in the email or something that maybe isn't in the email at all. But I know a lot of people like consuming video nowadays, and even though I'm kind of uncomfortable seeing myself on camera, and sitting in front of a camera is just kind of odd for me because usually I'm behind the camera recording other people as they're creating their content. My thought is that this might be helpful to you, and so I hope it is. I hope this is a service to you, and I hope that as we kind of do this together and learn how to do social media better together, these videos are helpful to you. So that's what this little section is for of the email. I'm uploading all of these to a Lifeway Social YouTube channel as well. And so I might provide a link for that actually here in the email before I send it out later this morning. And you can keep track of any videos there. There's not really anything there yet except this one when I upload it. So that's a little bit about what this is. Lifeway Social Insider email. You can see what that is in the intro in the section above this video. A little bit about that. It's a big email. I want to provide as much value as I could and try to help you as much as I can. And so I've tried to do that in a few different ways. And I'm interested to hear your feedback. If any of you have feedback about something you love, something you don't like at all, and you think that I could save time by just deleting, that's cool too. But I really like crafting this email. I didn't start making it until like 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon is when I kind of started making it. I had some ideas for what I wanted it to look like, but I'm just now kind of trying this out for the first time. So I'm more than happy to edit it and make any changes you all would think that might help you more. So that's what the Lifeway Social Insider email is like. So I have a funny story to tell you. Earlier this week, I'm recording on this fancy Logitech webcam that's sitting on top of my monitor here in my home office. And I wanted something because I was going to be recording a lot more video, whether it be for this or Facebook Live or whatever else. I wanted a little bit nicer of a webcam because the one on the MacBook that I have just isn't that good. It's kind of grainy when you're recording a lot of videos. So I said, you know what, let's get one that's a little bit nicer. And so I bought it, and it was shipped to my house. I think it got here Monday or Tuesday of this week. And I was setting it up and kind of seeing how it looked and playing with some of the settings and all of that. And I was like, it's reflecting like you can see the computer screen in my glasses. I'm looking at a computer screen and the webcam is right on top of it. And I said, I like wearing my glasses more than I like wearing my contacts. I'd really prefer, as I'm doing Lifeway Social coaching calls or recording videos like this one, I'd really prefer to wear my glasses than my contacts. But if it's going to be reflecting if my computer screen is going to be reflecting in my glasses all the time, that's going to be really annoying because you're not going to be able to see my eyes, and it would just look really bad. And then I was curious. I thought to myself, when I bought these glasses in September of 2016, I remember them asking me if I wanted anti-reflective lenses, which they always ask you, and I've always kind of said no because I just kind of seen it as like an upsell that I don't really need, a fancy little feature that I don't need. But this time they told me that working in front of a computer like I do and things like that I might really benefit from it. So I forget what it was, maybe $50 or $60 extra. I'm not sure. But I said, okay, yeah, sure. Let's try anti-reflective lenses for the first time. I've heard they're really helpful. I've heard they're great, especially for my context working in front of a computer. Let's give it a shot and see how it goes. So that was in September of 2016, not 2 months ago, but 14 months ago. And as I was setting up this webcam 3 days ago, I realized that the computer screen was reflecting in my glasses. And I thought to myself, if anti-reflective lenses don't prevent that from happening, what do they even do? So I did some research and I found out that anti-reflective lenses, in fact, are supposed to keep that from happening. And so I thought to myself, well, I'm pretty sure I asked for them, but maybe I didn't, and I'm just remembering something else. So I called my eye doctor, which is just right across the street from my house. I called them and I said, hey, can you look up and see if I got if I ordered anti-reflective lenses or not? Because I really don't remember. And told them the whole situation. And turns out I had ordered anti-reflective lenses. So we went in and got my glasses checked out. And they said, yeah, you ordered them and we didn't give them to you. So after graciously overcoming a little bit of my frustration and not making the folks at the eyeglass office feel any more ashamed than they already did because they felt kind of silly. They ordered me some anti-reflective lenses for my glasses that I'll hopefully be getting in the middle of next week. But until now, I'm just having to deal with dimming the lights on my monitor a bit so I can barely see the screen so that I can wear my glasses and you can actually see my eyes. What's the point of telling that story? There was kind of this moral to the story that I thought of as I was thinking about this. I have never had anti-reflective lenses for my glasses in my life. I got glasses for the first time in the 3rd grade, and I've never had this fancy schmancy anti-reflective lenses. Because of that, I had no idea what to expect, right? If you don't have, I'm also colorblind, right? My eyes are all kinds of messed up. But if I'm colorblind, I have no idea what seeing color rightly even looks like. I wouldn't necessarily know it if it happened to me tomorrow. Because I wouldn't know what to expect. I have no expectations because it's a completely foreign, unknown world to me, seeing color rightly. In the same way with my anti-reflective lenses, having never had anti-reflective lenses before, I knew generally that reflection or glare of some kind should be reduced, but I had no idea what that would look like. And when I got my glasses last year, I remember saying, well, maybe anti-reflective lenses just aren't as powerful or dynamic or life-changing as perhaps everyone said they would be. So I didn't really think anything of it. I thought maybe, well, I'm just not used to it. I have no idea, what the difference is, so we'll just move on. Well, it turns out, because I had no idea what to expect, I didn't even notice when something hadn't changed because I had no idea what to expect. My expectations weren't unmet because I had no idea what my expectations should even be. I think a lot of times when we're dealing in matters of social media, that can be true. A lot of times, whether we're experienced in creating content online, we blog a lot or we've blogged for years. Perhaps we make some money off of our blog and it helps fund our kids' school or fund something in our lives. Or we're completely new to the online space and we don't create any content online and we are actually kind of nervous of doing anything because we don't know what's right or wrong or where should we focus on Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram or just one of them, or what about Twitter? A lot of times, because we have no idea what to expect, we don't know what success looks like and we're paralyzed by fear. My hope is through the Lifeway Social Insiders email, or if you are signed up for Lifeway Social subscriptions, that I will get to kind of coach you through that. Being experienced in a lot of different social media spheres, whether it be creating Facebook Live content or creating blog content, or trying to figure out if you should even worry about Snapchat or Instagram, or if your audience isn't really there, so it doesn't matter. I have, over the years, because of a diversity of experiences and just getting my hands dirty in a lot of different projects, I've learned a lot. And my hope is that I could kind of guide you through managing your expectations properly. So what I don't want for you is to be so overwhelmed by social media or blogging or whatever other digital communication efforts you may be considering that you don't do anything or you have no idea what to expect. My hope is that through these resources, whether it be this email or blog content or social media strategy guides or video coaching, whatever it is, my hope is that I can kind of guide you through the process because I do know what to expect. Now, there are some areas where I'm still relatively inexperienced. I know what works on YouTube, but I've never really created a lot of YouTube content. So that's a kind of uncharted area that I'm beginning to dip my toe in the water on. Or Snapchat is an area that I know a lot about personally, but I've not really tried to do any sort of marketing or any other kind of more intensive work through. So there are still some uncharted areas for myself as well. But my hope is that I could be a guide for you, helping you to better understand the social media landscape and not be so overwhelmed by the inability to understand what success looks like or what your expectations should be. So I hope that this video has been helpful for you. I hope that this email is helpful for you. And I'm definitely interested in hearing your feedback. And I'm hopeful that that this is just the beginning of what can be a helpful coaching resource for you. So have a great rest of your Friday and have a great weekend.